The oil sellers, what? The Manhwa starts with our MC in the market, heading towards a person. He calls for the familiar face of an older man who also knew him. The man confronts him about the MC lurking around brothels these days, which he answers and tells the old man that he was not just lurking around, but he was looking for a market to sell his oil. Apparently the oil he is selling is used during intimacy. After this, the old man tells him about someone who might be interested in buying the oil, and that is Mr. Gu's son, who is notorious for engaging in sodomy. Not Mr. Gu's son specifically, but the Gu family, so he heads their home. The old man bids him farewell, and at the same time, the old man gets confronted by a noble, who out of nowhere spills Mr. Gu's son's secrets. That he doesn't like women but men with butts that have never been touched. I knew the noble was Mr. Gu's son, but I couldn't prove it. Things get weirder after this. Our MC gets followed by the nobleman in the woods. Not that serious, but you get it. They introduce themselves, and apparently they are both heading towards Mr. Gu's house. Just so you know, the nobleman is the male lead, so I'm going to address him as such. The male lead kept flirting and making the conversation uncomfortable. Out of nowhere, the male lead was like, I gotta take a piss. Then he shows his wee-wee to the MC. He is such a creep. The MC also realizes he's been pressed, so he also takes a piss. And the male lead saw it, and then he was like, oh, is your butt also pink? Guess what he does next? He slips. He slips and falls in a lake and starts trembling like a twig. Our MC had no choice but to carry him like a princess to a house that was in the woods that the male lead owns, but he doesn't tell him that he is the owner. So, next chapter we see the male lead's background and how he enjoys being gay, and that he tricks guys to come to the house in the woods with him. Our MC was no different. He fell for the male leads, lies, and got tricked to come to that house with him. At this point, he thinks the male is genuine and that he needs help. The male lead was then like, I think he is different and I'm now sincere about him. Bruh, it's been like an hour since you guys met. Anyways, the male lead wanted to set the mood, so he puts his nose on the MC's armpits and the MC starts thinking of running away. To make things worse, the male lead's perverted. R tells the MC to get in the cover with him with his whole wee-wee in sight, by the way, since he might catch cold. He is such a creep. At this point, our MC had no choice but to run. He heads towards Mr. Gu's family house, and there he meets with the guard who informs him that the family recently got oil, so they don't need any more oils. Disappointed, the MC tells the guard that there is a sick noble at the house in the woods, so if possible they should go and help him. The guard then tells him to leave that person to die and not concern himself. This shocked the MC big time, and he starts running back towards the house in the woods where the male lead was in. He's so kind and oblivious it hurts. Anyways, after this, the MC finds the male lead, sick in bed. He nurses him the whole night, and the following morning, the male lead wakes up and he's like, I think I have fallen in love with you. Bruh. After this incident, both the male lead and MC become close. They eat and sleep together as in share a bed. The male lead even buys the oil from the MC so he doesn't go around the market selling it. The male lead then realizes the precious oil that the MC has. He buys it from him and starts applying it all over the MC's face. Then you know what follows. While doing the deed, the male lead was like, I have many reasons for liking you, and one of them is you are a merchant with a stamina. The following morning, the MC wakes up to noises, and there in front of him is the male lead's parents. Mind you, he is naked and under the covers, and the male lead wants to introduce him to his family in that situation. Like, what's wrong with him? Obviously, the male lead's dad is against it, because he can't take a man as his daughter-in-law, but also the MC is a commoner. So yeah, the male lead was then like, actually he is not a commoner, because the MC's dad used to be close to the king, but the dad left everything behind to be with his mother. I don't know how legit this story is, because the MC was not even fazed by this whole story. Anyways, even though the male lead's dad was against this, his mother surprisingly liked him. You may ask what she likes about him. She says the MC has clear eyes like a bull. This might have been a foreshadowing, because my boy will be working like a bull in his in-laws' house. Anyways, the mum gives them her blessings, while his dad is screaming how he wants a daughter-in-law who wears a skirt. The male lead was like, okay, I will bring you a daughter-in-law in skirt. Fast forward, we see the male lead and the MC married, and going at it like every day. The MC also starts cross-dressing because of how his father-in-law made a whole tantrum about how he wants a daughter-in-law that wears a skirt. The MC becomes your typical housewife that is getting bullied by their in-laws and working like a dog, or may I say bull, LOL. The male lead is also your typical husband that will be watching you work on house chores, and then at night will be like, let's do it. Anyways, after this, I didn't feel like continuing reading it, because I have seen it all and there was few chapters left. But holy, this manhwa was so out of pocket. I kind of feel bad for the MC because he is such a pushover. Their whole relationship happened in like a week, LOL. It was not that bad and it was funny read sometimes, so please subscribe.